Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 77 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 1, 2, Reload. Alright, so it's finally investigation time again. Let's go and get this done. So the first thing that we want to do is we still want to go for MonoCoins. So let's jump into the kitchen. I'm going to just go through this as quickly as possible, get all the MonoCoins, and then we will continue the investigation. So there's some on the knife set. Yeah, I'm just going to skip through most of the text here because it's pretty much the same thing every time. Alright, so some in the kitchen. Next is the laundry. Yeah, we are getting really close now to discovering all the hidden secrets behind what's going on here, and I think it'll be a really good thing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to read this one because this is pretty funny. You know, all this time this swimsuit's been here, I never found out whose it was. Let's see. It has Hero's name written on it. I've been lied to in so many ways. Why does it have Hero's name on it? Oh gosh, that's funny. Actually, let me think about that for a second. Okay, next one's in the sauna. Could it be Celeste's? Like, I feel like Hero wouldn't wear something like that. I feel like that's more Celeste's type of thing. But I could be wrong. Because remember, her name is Yasuhiro as well, so yeah. Alright, so there's some in here in the sauna. Let's grab that. It's so hot, it makes it hard to even focus. I'm like half and half on whether I want to read it or not. I feel like I'm slowly losing my mind. You know, if you pronounce Thursday like Thursday, that'd be kind of funny. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's just jump to... which one is it? No, this one. Yes, let's jump to this one here. Save me like a teensy bit of time. Go, 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 go. Okay, in here. I feel like I remember seeing... Hang on a second. Pamphlet. This is the desk I woke up on when I first got here. This is where it all began. Pretty soon it'll all be over. I'm just trying to think. I feel like I remember looking up... let's go to the AV room. I haven't been here in a while. Looking up the amount of time it took someone to get the 100% or the platinum on this game, and it was like 3 hours, which seems impossible. What did he say on that one? Maybe there's some MonoCoins hiding in here somewhere. Yep, there certainly is. We'll worry about the items that we can get a bit later. So the counter always seems to have one. I'd say it's been firmly established that this is the school store, but it has some kind of, but it has kind of a Japanese Western blend. It seems more like a cluttered antique store. Okay, so that's that one done. A lot on floor 1 this time around. And, turn. Nurse's office, here we go. Yeah, I feel like it said like 3 hours or something, but that's crazy impossible. Like, even if you fast forwarded through everything and just mashed everything, it's still pretty short time. This refrigerator is filled with blood packs, probably kept on hand for transfusions. Especially because you need to, when we get to the post-game, that's going to take a while as well. Gym, okay, so this is the one for the gym entryway that we couldn't really get before. Like, I did try it twice, but it just wouldn't work, so now it should work. So we do that, and then we examine this top one, and it says there's all kinds of stuff on the upper shelf too. It doesn't have anything to do with anything, so aha, but you get some MonoCoins for it. Okay, so that's that one. That's pretty quick. I was gonna say I'll jump there, but this next one's pretty quick. Just go up here to the second floor, go to the pool, and then we gotta go into the boys' locker room and look at that poster one more time. I feel like a lot of the areas that we're searching had something to do with all the crimes. Oh yeah, this one. This one says the poster has a super famous supermodel. Her name is Diamond Yuka, I think. Okay. Who's going to be Googling that to check? Gosh. Okay. Library. Gotta go to the desk here. This is the last time I'll have to search for MonoCoins. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. This library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Is there a mystery lurking within? No, but there are MonoCoins. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, next one's the rec room. I mean, on the sofa, which is where Sakura died. Here we go. This music is so good. It's called Box 16. Right near here is where Sakura... Yeah. Okay. Repository, hammers. That was also something from crime number 3. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about crazy state of the world right now. Obviously this is a very timed thing, you know, people could be watching this many years from now, but right now we're going through the pandemic. If these mallets never existed, no, there's no point thinking like that. Yeah, we're going through the pandemic and it's, you know, it's terrible. It really is terrible. It sucks. It's extreme. It's probably the worst thing that we've ever had to deal with, at least in recent times. Let's go over here. But, you know, we got to try and just keep our heads up. We can't allow ourselves to get depressed and sad because it ends up just being a waste of time, you know. I mean, like, depression is not a waste of time. If you're depressed, you need to get better. But I just feel like it's important to try and keep going. Sakura ended her life by drinking the poison she got from here. It's all the mastermind's fault. Whoever they are, I can never forgive them. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's all the, like, that's not all of the MonoCoins, but that's the vast majority of them. Now we're going to go up to floor 5, and there's going to be a few differences here as we continue. So let's go in here. And yeah, you just got to keep telling yourself that, you know, things are going to be okay. Even if you don't feel like they are, they will eventually. You just got to keep working at it. Alright, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Oh, she's talking. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds it out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Nah. Alright, let's look at the targets over here. That target seems pretty far away. I'm always amazed to see what people can do with a bow and arrow. I had to do some archery when I was in year 7? Or no, I can't remember. I would have been 14 or 15 years old, something like that. It's pretty tough from what I remember, but it was fun. It was only, you know, it was very short-lived. It was probably like 3 hours of my entire life. But it was quite fun to do. Difficult to get the hang of. That was actually a perfectly timed huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. It certainly is gone. Alright, let's look at the surveillance camera for some more MonoCoins. This area gets soaked by the sprinklers every day, right? And it doesn't break the camera? That is a very good point. Is that what that, like, kind of protective thing around the camera is for? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. Alright, so we actually have to go into the tool shed. Which, yes, I have written that down. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. What a weird statement. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. About tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so... Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, too. In case number 3. I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's get out of here then. Alright, so that's all we need to do. That essentially gives you the precedence to, or the precedence, however you want to pronounce it, to going to the Biolab. That's all I really need to check here. But where could her body have gone? Better start looking for it. Okay. So now we're going to go back down to floor number 4. I'm not going to, like, this is not the absolute most efficient way of doing it. But if it's only like probably a few minutes and seconds that I'm going to waste. So it's not too bad. I'm doing my best. This is the Headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya? Alright, let's talk to Byakuya in a moment. Let's start with these pamphlets. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Yes, that's what we need. More anxiety, more! There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Let's examine the back here. The bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books. And finally, this booklet here.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. You know what, I'm going to put the definition of ostentatious because I've heard that word so many times and I still don't know. And that should be enough time to read it. Is it like, I'm going to guess, because I love guessing, because when I'm hilariously wrong, it'll be even better. Is it like obnoxious? Is it essentially like obnoxious? We'll find out. Class number 78, student registry. Well, student roster actually, it said. It contains profiles for all of us. And Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. What, you're a detective now too? Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. So this is the headmaster that is has written that down about Mukuro, just to let you know if you're not following along. Mukuro was a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean that Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl, perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Alright, I think we can get out of here. Alright, what the hell is he on about? Honestly, obviously knowing what's happening and what the answer is and all that, I still find it very interesting that he says things in the way that he says it, because I'll just tell you right now, it's not really a spoiler. Byakuya does not know the answer. He thinks he knows the answer, but he does not know the answer. There is no way he can know the answer. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, let's... There's not really much time, but I guess I can kind of quickly jump in here. Hey, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? That'd really suck. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. What is this? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Alright, so there's only two things we can explore and talk to Hina, so let's look at this hatch on the floor. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. What about Hina?
What the heck?
I mean, every part of this school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one? The button that says Data Center? Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center... that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Alright, before we go, let's just quickly look at the hatch one more time. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. Right now need to go check out the data center. And we'll talk one more time to Hina.
Okay.
Don't worry, I cheer you on super loud from way over here. That's supposed to make me feel better. And I'm just going to check this as well. Pushing the button here made it sound the other room. I heard the strange noise from the room we just came from. Alright, let's leave it here, because I think that's a pretty good place to leave it. And yeah, so a lot of information that happened today, or a lot of information that we've gained. A second page of Mukuro's profile, what the headmaster thought of her, and the fact that apparently we were all students in class number 78 and we all went to Hope's Peak Academy, apparently, but we don't know how that works yet. But, you know, all these questions and more will be answered as we get closer and closer to the end of the game. So hopefully you're still, to be honest, I actually hope that you guys are confused, because I think that's what makes the game so good, is that like if you're still confused about what's going on when you get to the end and everything's explained to you, hopefully that'll make it more satisfying. But yeah, I think that's a good place to stop, and we'll continue next time. So I want to thank you all for watching episode 77 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.